What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Savoy. Back to their 2024 album, Under. Once again, big shout out to Graham for making sure I could go through this in a timely fashion after its release. And we're getting close to the end, and I think it's the penultimate track, but it's X Marks the Spot. It obviously relates to cartography, perhaps most famously, at least in pop culture, treasure maps, though there are many other types of maps where X may designate a particular location of note. Shout out to those who are familiar with the library scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, including the rubber stamp part of that. Nevertheless, I suppose it could relate to a destination, a goal, a treasure. Obviously, all these things could have figurative meanings. There could be an irony to it. Indeed, the scene I referenced, it's sort of like, earlier in the movie, like, oh, X never marks the spot, and then, oh, X marks the spot. So I feel like there could be a playfulness to it. Either way, I wonder, how direct that type of conceptual reference will be. Let's find out. This is Savoy. The tune is X Marks the Spot. And let me just confirm. Yes, it is indeed the penultimate, meaning second to last tune on their 2024 album, Under. That open.
Pick me up, dust me off, send me on my way. A brilliant sun in the sky, this could be the day. Take a shot, X marks the spot. Hit something, dust in your mind, blurry the lines. You worry about nothing, a bump in the road, a memory come cold. Don't let
I like that.
show.
That pair of lines. Bump in the road, memories unfold. Bit of a folksy country feel to this one.
Hunker down in the grass, here right next to me. See the crowd rise and dare, far as the eye can see. Make a shot, X marks the spot. Failing means nothing. What's obvious to me, your eyes cannot see. Friends think you're bluffing, see you leaving the signs, crowding your mind for years down the line.
Little alien layers.
Make the shot, X marks the spot. I figured you'd dust in your mind, blurry the line, filling up notebooks, word-seeking rhymes, drifting in time. I clear my morning for you.
fiddle instead of a violin, given the rest of the surrounding sonics. And again, folk country rock with some extraterrestrial touches. That line about a notebook filled up and lines drifting in time. It's crazy to think about, listening to songs from different decades and, having new experiences with them for me and even for people who know some of these songs, like, coming to new understandings through them, either through just the experience of going back and re-listening to them with everybody else, or in some cases learning from people's comments. It's interesting the way, like, the song is there, like, that's the song, and then over time, like, what it means or what it can feel like will change depending on, again, how well you know it, what your life is like when you're listening to it, new experiences you've had since the last time you heard it. Like, there's all sorts of things where, like, it just seemed like a really profound line. And what was the like, someone being a bump in the road and a memory gone cold or something to that effect. It feels like the poetry of this one was on point. So again, Paul's writing, I'm aware, of his songwriting prowess. There's some times where I'm reminded of it in the moment. So yeah, a really cool tune, and one that, feels outside a lot of what I've heard them do sonically. I can't remember too many that had this much of a folksy country sort of vibe, even if it did have a pop rock feel at the same time. And again, some touches where, they're hard to characterize or categorize because, again, they felt a bit alien and, extraterrestrial compared to the very down-to-earth, hunkered down in the grass sonics. So, yeah, a cool tune and an intriguing one at the same time. So, as I said, there's one more tune left, and the final tune on the album is Lonesome Alone, which, on the surface of it sounds slightly redundant, but that's not a criticism. That's just have I reacted to a tune? I feel like I've reacted to a tune with the word lonesome in it, but according to YouTube Studio, I have not. And it wouldn't have been this one. I'm not sure what my brain was thinking of. Nevertheless, it's an interesting title and one that sounds very stark and isolated, and interesting to end an album with a track of that title. We'll cross that bridge or those bridges when we get to them. Nevertheless, I'll stop trying to be cheeky and stop wasting your time, but do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.